Hi, it's Chef Rick, and today I'm making sweet corn fritters.
Sweet corn fritters require sweet corn, of course. So these are cobs of sweet corn, which have already been cleaned and prepped and done everything for us. We can just get these from any supermarket you like. Just run your knife down the outside. These are raw, these are uncooked. And you'll see that the knife just kind of finds a way. You almost cannot go wrong when doing this, because if you try and tilt the knife inwards, it's just not gonna, it just kind of runs down the outside anyway. So you end up with all these perfect corn kernels. When I've tried to show people a way to almost do it wrong and how to correct it, it's almost impossible to do it wrong. That's what you're going to end up with, a stripped corn pod, and you're going to end up with all these beautiful kernels, just like that. Way better than getting canned, cheaper, and you have the sense of accomplishment as well from doing it yourself. Some chives, some fresh chives. Whenever we're chopping chives, tap them down on a table so they're all at the same end. Hold them tight within your fist and use some scissors, or if you want to do it with a sharp knife you can, but scissors, you're just kind of in a little bit more control, and you can get lovely simple pieces of chive just like that. Again, I'll put all the quantities down in the description below of what I've used. This is the last of the sort of garnishes, so that's some crispy bacon that I've just left under the grill for a little bit longer just before it turns black. Chop that with a knife when it's cold, obviously when it's cold. And this is how you're going to get lovely crispy bacon bits, just like when we're chopping anything, be it garlic, God knows what. This is what we do. There's no special skills. All you do is just work left and right, over and over, until in the end you get absolutely beautiful tiny bits of bacon. Pop one in your mouth just to make sure it's as delicious as it looks. Grate some cheese, standard cheddar cheese. How long do you want to see me grating cheese for? It's not difficult. And we're going to get a couple of eggs. And just whisk those eggs together with a fork to combine. That is obviously sped up. If you like my videos, please hit subscribe. It really helps me if you subscribe. And if you like it, please click like. If you don't like it, that's no problem at all. But thank you anyway for watching. Into a bowl, we're going to add the corn. We're going to add some black peppercorns, salt, baking powder. Again, all quantities will be in the descriptions below. Some sugar, the chopped chives, the beaten egg, and the cheese. I'm going to mix it all together to combine. And now to the side of this, you're going to have some whole milk and you're going to have some plain flour. And it's a bit of a balancing act. I'll put the quantities of milk and flour that I've got on the side, but the act is, or the balance is, you put the milk in first, you're going to combine everything. That's obviously going to be way too wet. So now you're just going to add a little bit of flour and give that a really good mix, and that's what's going to start making the dough. Now, as this dough, if the dough becomes too thick, you add a bit more milk. If the dough becomes a bit too thin, you add a bit more flour. But I'll show you the consistency that you're looking for. You're probably going to use round about all the amounts that I've put, like I said, down in the description. But what you're looking for is that absolutely amazing dough. So that you can see is starting to get a little thin, so we're adding the rest of the flour. That's looking round about perfect. You've got an amazing batter. I called it a dough earlier, it's a batter. So we get some oil. We're going to do some shallow frying here. So we're going to use vegetable oil on a medium to high heat. Put one kernel of corn in there, and what it should do is fizz and sizzle, just like mine is doing there, but not go immediately brown or immediately black. That means it's cooked, it's way too hot. So fish that out, and now using a spoon, a dessert spoon, we're just going to ladle into the pan the corn batter. So they all go in like that. Again, this first bit's just going to be in real time, just so you can see what we do. So let's give the pan just a little tiny shake there, just to make sure that they're moving around and nothing's sticking. You can see this one here on the right. You can see as I'm moving it, that one was sticking ever so slightly. So because my stove has got like hot spots in it. It doesn't heat the pans really nice and evenly. Move your pan around to make sure it's all cooked. These have had around about 5 minutes on that side. See how they've fluffed up nicely and have held together really beautifully and have formed a really nice shape. Always going to lift them up first of all and just check the other side and see whether or not they've cooked, but you can see how beautiful they're looking on the other side. So carefully, using whatever implements you like, flip these over, but just be careful about it basically. You are dealing with very hot oil. I mean, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Anything fried like that or anything fritter is beautiful. These are really, really nice. They are, I don't know, it's absolutely delicious. I think something about these ones is, I don't know whether it's the addition of the cheese or what, but as you bite into them and as you're tasting them, of course you can taste the corn, of course you can taste the beautiful fried flavours and the chives and everything, but there's like an aftertaste, like a certain richness, and I think that comes from the cheese. When they're done, so they've probably had between 5 and 7 minutes on each side, put them on a piece of kitchen roll to rest. I use tea towels and just waste them, of course, much to my wife's displeasure. On the top there, we're going to add a little bit of creme fraiche, some of the chives, and the crunchy bacon bits. That is a sweet corn fritter. Or a little pile short stack of sweet corn fritters. Keep loads of that batter to one side because people are going to want more and more and more. You've just got to keep refrying them for everybody. I really hope you liked that video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every viewer, and I'll see you on the next one.